Yo, it's time for another episode of making Epik Beats. Trying something new, got a new setup with the cameras. Picked up a new webcam so I don't have to use my phones or iPads or anything like that. So next time I can just come in and it's easy peasy. Alright, got my sample ready. I got some graffiti, Forgotten City 2, some Chicago graffiti for y'all. Everything's ready to rock. So I got my drums and sample chopped up. Everything's ready. So I'm gonna start with the drums. So we got the drums here. Simple drum break. I'm gonna try it at let's go for 85. And then what I do is I'll just go to quantize, but I'll keep it at 1/8. Just so I know. Oh yeah, I got the Jordan Bugs Bunnies. That way it just falls right into place. I wanted to do something else. So. Put a little swing to it. I always put it at 52. I just learned that that's something I like. Here we go. I'm gonna go to all, and then I'm gonna mess with the semitones. So basically, dropping the volume down. Dropped it down one semitone, and then I also in my bass, in my drums, I like it though, but I want to make sure that it's not over me too much, so I want to adjust that. try to record that. Here we go. Now this, I'll also mess with the semitones. I like it. A little tuned up. Just matches the other ones. Now I need some sub in there, some 808 sub, and it's basically right there. Right there too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this program. I'm gonna copy it, duplicate it, and I'm gonna put 808 just so I know that's my sub bass. It's not an 808, but I'm gonna go here and then go right here to envelopes. I like my low 8s. Turn up the res. Not too much because it's already banging. That's how you get 808s if you really don't want to install an 808, because I really don't. I don't have a kit of 808s. I used to, but it's just a quick fix just to get your sub basses. And I'm gonna turn off my turn on my 16 level. And I'm going to turn off the quantize, and here I'm going to lace this over. Oh, about to run out of battery. Here we go. Let's try it again. Like little space. Let me try it again. Try it again. Try it again. subs. One more time, I'm gonna mess with the subs, see what I could get out of it. So let's see. Alright, so here we go with the envelopes on the 808. I want it to be there, but so low that the high frequencies are kind of cut. I'm gonna drop it a little bit, like on the velocity, not on the program itself. But it's safer always to do the velocity. There we go. Drum is banging, so I'm gonna save that. That is a banging drum. Once you got your drum, it's like, bro, you could put fart sounds on there and it's bananas. Let me see who's checking in on the Facebook. Still Shy rocking it, and Gouda, what up? That's is. All right, so we're good. We're rocking. Okay, we rocking. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my sample. So I got all the sample right here, but again, I'm on 16. I'm on 16 level, which I. Share this. Share this. Can't share this one. First, let's save again. This is too good to put in some work. Got an idea. I'm gonna mess with these 5 notes. Alright, but I'm gonna have to double length this. Back in the day, it was hard to, you had to know the science. Now you just hit double length. So easy. Oh, I still got my quantizing off. I want to turn it on and put a little swing in there. That's how it's gonna go. Yep, I like it. Here, watch this. It's all trial and error. That's something else. I left it open. Let's see. End of the fourth. There we go. Nice little subtle change. And I haven't even added the bass yet, so just wait. Here we go, bass is coming in. Bass is very tinny is the word, but we're gonna fix that real quick. First, to get that oomph, we're gonna go into dynamics, and we're gonna put a compressor in there. Let's go to compressor vintage. Let's get that. Put some compression in there, but now I will put some EQing in there, some filtering. This is where we get busy. Throw up the res. Here's where I need to get more choppy with it. It's like got some gap in the beginning, which I'm very nitpicky. So I'll try to trim it down a little bit. Okay, so here I got these two notes, which I like. These other ones are just, they're extras, but that one actually hits a little harder. I'll do these two notes. Oh yeah, I remember this part. So there he is. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. Y'all fuck with the Bugs Bunny 8s. These are the old ones. I didn't pick up the new ones because, as you can tell, mine are still fresh. And if I find them on the outlets or something, I'll get them for cheap. So I'll mess with these two notes. So I'll hit shift and highlight both notes. Then I'll go to my time stretching. And I could kind of keep the tempo in my head. There we go. Before I forget. Turn these two off because I'll forget later on. So there we go. There we go. That's another note, but it's all good. It's all good. We're working. We're just working it. Notice the camera has a little glare here. Let me try to fix that. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna put these notes in here. The fourth I'm gonna fix. my fourth note. This one needs to be manually put up. Gonna see if it matches. Yep, sure does. I'm gonna lay that in there. Overdub. Time stretch a little bit more on this. Go. Yeah. That one manually I need to bring that up. I took the pad and raised it up. Really low. There we go. There we go. It's dope. I'm gonna save that. Shit's coming out. Butter, butter, butter. Shout out to Killer Kane. Big up to Juan Barrios. Haste in the place. Death Rock. Beat Out Still. My man Izzy. Big ups. Let me go ahead and try to get a little vocal in there. Want to keep hearing that. You know when you want to just keep hearing it, you know it's good when you just want to keep hearing it. And that's where we're at. You know, I just want to keep hearing it. I'm gonna add that just so I can take it out later if I want to. Is tricky. It's not bad. Shout out to Luna. It sounds like it's saying Luna. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Why not? It's not bad. Let's save that. Shout out to Fact. Big ups. He's been catching wreck since forever. And shout out to his brother Soak. Yeah. Alright, S1. That's what it is. No, it's time to copy. This one is a banger though. I could just leave it at that. People would be happy. I'd be happy. Just cut that out. Just cut everything out. Cut it out. Where's that from? Cut it out. It's an 80s reference. Let me know if you know it. Alright, so where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, so go to all. So I added this. Oh, I forgot about something. Actually. Ooh. I forgot something. Let's copy this over again. I forgot about something. You hear those guitars? I did this for a reason. I'm gonna duplicate this sample or the program so I could overlap. So I could throw that on top. Okay, I got an idea. Because they overlap too much, this is what I'm gonna do. I got the bass line in there. I'm gonna keep the vocal in there just because. I'm gonna throw in, it needs to be a little softer, so I'm gonna throw in some reverb. I need some other reverb to it, like a is gonna be the ultimate with the vocal. Even that, I got a little lead in the beginning. Try it again. That little switch. Let's try to add that. And let's go right there. let's do that. Let's go with that. Let's turn down the. I'm gonna turn down the programming on that just to break it down. It's too loud. R.I.P. Depty. Depty always used to tell me, yo, when I would release something, it's like, what's next? That was always his thing. What's next? I think he'd be proud of me. Keep staying busy, giving you guys what's next all the time. And then I'm gonna take now for this one. I'm gonna take off the vocal on this. Here we got the organs, right? There we go. And we'll come back to the guitars. Here we go. Check. With the vocals too. Gives it a little extra. There we go. Yeah. And we come back to this. Yeah. You save that. Still think it's a little loud. I'm gonna drop it a little bit. It's just a little too loud. I'm gonna bring it back, and then I'll decide if it's perfectly fine or what. All right, it's better. We're almost there though. Yeah. I know some man. Y'all ain't giving me the respect due over here, boy. This beat is fire. You know it is. You know it is. It's that heat. Alright, so I like that. So now I'm going to go to sequence 3 and do what I wanted to do originally before I forgot of the thing I had to do. If that makes any sense. Alright, here's what I wanted to do next. test the note. This is just to be an alt change, a little breakup. Same concept involved. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Let me see something. Tonight? Question mark. Try it again. Try it again. Oh, I forgot to do something. All right. Let's go to sample. Break this. Try this. This is just a breakdown, just to give it variety. Might be an intro. Came out wrong. So try it again. I like that little stutter. Is it flavor? Yeah. All right, here we go. Try it out with the rest. All right. I like how it's coming out, so we're on a roll. Trying to see if I could add a little butter to it. I will add that, but I'm be very selective where I add it. I missed my mark. There we go. There we go. Didn't come out because of the quantizing. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to turn the quantizing off on that. So here we go. It didn't come out right, so I'm going to redo it. I don't know why it's not coming in right. Because there's too much of a gap space right there. I'm gonna repeat it twice. And I'm gonna throw in a little time stretching on this too. Just gonna throw it on the first note, because that's the first note that needs it more than anything. The other two are fine. The time stretching, I mean. Alright, here we go. There we go. There's no difference between doing beats and doing graffiti. It's all almost the same thing. It's like you're just adding, you know, little things here and there, and it's coming out to be a piece, you know. Alright, now we're gonna go to 2, see how it fits. That doesn't work because, alright, so we're gonna try it just on the beginning. Alright, now let's try it. Switch it to number 2. A little height change up. I'll see when I throw it in. That's perfect. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go to song mode. Start it off maybe with that maybe with this. Maybe that could be the chorus. Repeat it 2 times so it's 8 bars, and then we'll get right into here. So let's try it out. Now we're in song mode, so we're getting there. You know, I just don't like, I want, like, the listener, if they don't, it works if, like, I had the chorus in there already, and like I'm like yo rocking on the mic, yo we rocking on the mic, or saying whatever, right? Yo we rocking on the mic. It's like yo we rocking on the mic, yeah, check it. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. We'll be rocking on the mic, and then we start off then we get into the verse. Check, you know. But in this case, just because that doesn't have that right vibe, I want you to come in, I want you to feel that shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna copy it to S4, and I'm just gonna do an intro with this. There we go, and I'll call that intro. Just so I know that's the intro, even though I know it. Sometimes I just want to be proper with it. Go back to song mode. That's how I'll start it off, with that. I'll just do one bar of it. Actually, it has to be 2. No, it could be 1 because it's 4 bars. Or I could just go into this. Yeah. So you feel it, like that bass line's kicking. And then we go into what? I keep messing up. I renamed it wrong, so this is S2. I gotta bring it back. You know what? This gave me an idea. I'm gonna copy this first into S2. I'm gonna copy it to 4, but I'm gonna put all. This just gave me an idea, a layering idea. For this one, I'm gonna let it all rock. Right here, and then I'm gonna go to S5, just so I know S3 is the alt. Then S2 is guitar. So we have guitar in there. And then S1 is organ. So if I ever need to go back, I kind of like left like a map for myself. That has the organ, and then the S5 will be the intro. There you go. Intro. There we go. Bam. That's where I want to start. I'll change sample 1 to guitar, just so I know. I'll take out the drums. Okay, so I'll go to menu. And then we'll go to all. Then from here, then I could go to organ by itself. Perfect. There we go. This is the intro. Alright, I gotta go hit that twice. Unless I do this once and then this once. Let's try that too, so I could get right into it. Comes in like really like bam, like too much. So let's try guitar. Let's try that. Let me try it just to play around with it. Let me reverse that. So I'll start off with the intro, then the organ, then the guitar. Okay, I like that. I like how it builds up. Actually gives it flavor, and then I'll go back to organ. Or, yeah. And then that'll be 8, and then I'll do all. Then we'll go back to organ. Then guitar for the second verse, and then from here I could go into the alt, then back to organ, then back to guitar, then back to all. There we go. Let's try that out. This might be it. Big up to everybody in the house. Big up to Haste. Yeah. Let me smack him in the place, in the place, yeah. Smack him in the place, yeah. In the place, yeah. Rack him in the place, yeah. That's fat. Let me save that. I like it. I like how it's coming out. I do like how it comes in, and the change up is dope. And then I'll just bring the change up in one more time at the end for the alt, and then I'll go back to organ. That should be good. It's more than enough bars. Alright, that's it. We did it. Export. Do the MP3 for that. 320, 48 hertz. Export. Drop it in my desktop. Instrumental, do it, boom. Alright, anybody interested in that? That one's called Crazy. So, anybody want that? Hit me up, and we can work it out. Cool. Just make sure it's right. I'll put it into my desktop. Make sure it plays right. Yeah, plays right. And then open up a new window. And then I like to store everything into my iCloud, so it's on everything. Big ups to everybody who checked in. I had a double there. Right. So big ups to everybody who checked in. Alright, that's it. That's another episode of Making Epik Beats with your boy Epik One, and I'm out. Everybody, stay blessed by the best. One love.